We've shared meals, holidays, and decades. We've shared the same roof, the same bed, the same calendar pages turning, year after year. And yet, some nights, I sit beside my spouse and feel completely alone. Not abandoned. Not angry. Just alone. It's a strange feeling, because nothing dramatic caused it. No big fight. No betrayal. No moment you could point to and say, right there. That's when it broke. It happened quietly. So quietly that for a long time, I didn't even know it was happening. Life together slowly turned into routine. We wake up. We move through the morning without much conversation. Coffee poured. Newspaper folded. Small comments about the weather, the news, the aches in our knees. Meals come and go. We sit across from each other, or side by side, and eat. Not in silence exactly, but not in connection either. We talk about what needs to be done, what bill is due, what appointment is coming up. We talk around life, not inside it. In the evenings, we watch television together. The same shows. The same chairs. The same volume. Our bodies are close. Sometimes our hands even touch. But our minds are elsewhere. I wonder when conversation turned into background noise. When curiosity faded into familiarity. When asking, "How are you?" started meaning, "How was your day logistically?" instead of, "How are you really holding up?" It's not anyone's fault. That's the hardest part. If there were someone to blame, there might be something to fix. But this kind of loneliness doesn't come from cruelty. It comes from comfort. From knowing someone so well that you stop checking in. From assuming the other person will always be there. Unchanged. Unaffected. Fine. There are moments, quiet ones, when we're in the same room, and a thought forms in my mind. I wish I could say this. Sometimes it's something small. I miss laughing with you. Sometimes it's heavier. I feel invisible lately. Or, I'm scared of growing old like this, together, but apart. But the moment passes. The television continues. The clock keeps ticking. And I say nothing. Not because I don't care. But because I'm afraid of what saying something might change. Or fail to change. I still want recognition. Affection. A shared memory that feels alive, not archived. I still want to feel chosen, not just included by default. There are moments that could become connection. A comment that could turn into a story. A memory that could invite laughter. A shared silence that could feel warm instead of empty. But they slip away. Not dramatically. Just, quietly. Sometimes I look back at our early years. We talked endlessly then. Dreams. Plans. Fears. Silly ideas that never went anywhere. We were curious about each other. We asked questions not because we needed answers, but because we wanted to know. Life was louder then. Work. Children. Responsibilities pulling us in every direction. We told ourselves this distance was temporary. When things slow down, we'll reconnect. And now things have slowed down. But instead of reconnecting, we rest. We sit in the quiet we once longed for, and realize we don't quite know how to fill it together. I ask myself sometimes, did we grow apart? Or did life simply move us here, step by step, without asking if we were still holding hands? I don't feel resentment. I feel awareness. An understanding that many older adults carry this same loneliness, and don't talk about it. Because from the outside, everything looks fine. We're married. We're stable. We're together. What more could we ask for? But companionship is not the same as presence. Routine is not the same as intimacy. And staying together is not always the same as staying connected. I don't have solutions. I don't even know if there are solutions. I only know that silence, over many years, can build walls just as strong as conflict. And that loneliness inside a partnership can feel heavier than loneliness alone. So I sit with this truth. Not to accuse. Not to demand. Just to notice. And I leave myself with one question. One I don't yet have the courage to answer. How do we stay connected? When years of habit have slowly taught us how to live side by side, without really reaching for each other anymore. And if the silence could be bridged, just once, what would you say tonight?